धनवं पुनरेवाप्यभाषत युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं व्यापेकं परायणं ध्वन्तकं कमर्चन्तत् प्राप्नुर्मानवा शुभम् को धर्म सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं च पन्मच्यते जन्तसंसारबन्धनात् श्रीभीष्मोवाच जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवमनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं सुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोऽधिकः तमेव चाच्यं नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्यं ध्यायान् सुवन्नमस्यं च यजमानस्तमेव च अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं सुवन्नित्यं सर्वदुःखादिको भवेत् ब्रह्मण्यं सर्वधर्मज्ञं लोकानाकीर्तिवर्धनं लोकनाथं महत्तोदं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम् एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं तवैरच्चैतरः सदा परमं यो महत्तेजः परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यः परायणं पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलं दैवतं दैवतानां च भूतानां यो यः पिता यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिन् च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगाक्षये तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं मे शृणु पापभयापहम् यानि नामानि गौणानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परिगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये ऋषिर्नाम्नां सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनिः छन्दो नष्टुतः देवो भगवान् देवकीसुतः अमृतां शुद्धोपेयं शक्त्यद्देवकीनन्दनः रसामृतयं तस्य शान्त्यर्थे विनियुज्यते विष्णुं जिष्णुं महाविष्णुं प्रभविष्णुं महेश्वरम् अनेकरूपदैत्यान्तं नमामि पुरुषोत्तमम् अस्य श्रीविष्णोः दिव्यसहस्रनाम स्तोत्रमहामन्त्रस्य श्रीवेदव्यासो भगवान् ऋषिः अनुष्ठुप्छन्दः श्रीमहाविष्णु परमात्मा श्रीमन्नारायणो देवता अवतां शुद्धो भानुरति बीजं देवकी नन्दन सृष्टेति शक्तिः उद्भवः शोभनो देव इति परमो मन्त्रः शङ्खभ्रन्नन्दकी चक्रीति कीलकं शाङ्कदन्वा गदाधरेत्यस्त्रं तथाङ्कपाणिरक्ष्यो वेति नेत्रं दशामस्सामगस्सामेति कवचम् आनन्दं परब्रह्मेति योनिः ऋतुसुदर्शनः काल इति दिग्बन्धः श्रीविश्वरूप इति ध्यानं श्रीमहाविष्णु प्रीत्यर्थे सहस्रनाम जपे पारायणे विनियोगः ध्यानं क्षीरोदन्वत्प्रदेशे सुषमनिविलसत्सैकतैर्मौक्तिकानां मालाकृतस्तनस्तस्फटिकमयन्निवैर्मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरभ्रैर्जलभ्रैर्परिविरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्देना पुनीयाधरिनलिनगदा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः भूपादव्यस्य नागर्वीरगसुरनिलश्चन्द्रसौर्यौ च नेत्रे कर्णावाशशिरोधौर्मकमपि दहनो यस्य वासेयमब्धिः अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरकगो भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमेशं नमामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविज्ञानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मेघश्यामं पीतकौशेयवासं श्रीवत्साङ्गं कौस्तुभोद्भासिताङ्गं पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायताक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथं नमः समस्तभूतानाम् आदिभूताय भूभृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे सशङ्खचक्रं सकिरीटिकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुहेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलशोभिकौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजं छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनवं मुदश्यामं मायाताक्षमलङ्कृतं चन्द्राननं चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसं रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाभ्यां सहितं कृष्णमाश्रये हरि ओम् विष्णुं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभोगिभवद्भुवः भूतकृद्भूतकृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः अव्ययपुरुषसाक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोऽक्षर एव च योगो योगविधानेन प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहो भूषीमान् केशवः पुरुषोत्तमः सर्वशर्वशिवस्थानुर्भूतादिर्तिरव्ययः सम्भवो भावनो भक्तः प्रभवः प्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभो शम्भुरादित्य पुष्कराक्षो महासनः मुनादिनिधाता विधाता दातुरोत्तमः अप्रमेयो ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभो मरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुसृष्ट सविष्टः सविरोध्वः अग्राहशाश्वत कृष्णो लोहिताक्षप्रदर्शनः प्रबोधसेकबुद्धाम पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशान प्राणद प्राणो ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्श कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेश शरणं शर्म विश्वरेता प्रजाभवः आसंवत्सरो ज्ञानं प्रत्ययः सर्वदर्शनः अजः सर्वेश्वर सिद्ध सिद्धि सर्वादिरक्षितः विशाखपिनमेज्ञात्मा सर्वयोगविनिश्रुतः वसुरसुमनः सत्य समात्मा संविदः समः अमोघपुण्डरीकाक्ष वृषकर्मा वृषाकृतिः रुद्रो बहुजिराबभ्रुऋषयो निष्ठिष्टवाः अमृतशाश्वतस्थानुर्वरारोहो महातपाः सर्वगः सर्वविद्वानुर्विश्वक्सेनो जनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्गो वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कविः लोकाध्यक्षस्तदाध्यक्षो धर्माध्यक्षः कृताकृतः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्योमः चतुर्धर्षः चतुर्भुजः प्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदादिजः अनगो विजयो जेता विश्वयोनिः पुनर्वसुः उपेन्द्रो वामनः प्रांशो नमोगः सुचरोजितः अतीन्द्रः सङ्ग्रहः सर्गो ददात्मा नियमो यमः वेद्यो वैद्यः सदा योगी वीरः माधवो मधुः अतीन्द्रियो महामाया महात्साहो महाबलः महाबुद्धिर्महावीर्यो महाशक्तिर्महादितिः अनिर्देशो भूषीमानमेघ्यात्मा महादिदृग महेश्वासो मणिभक्त श्रीनिवासः सदाङ्गनिः अनिरुद्धसुरानन्दो गोविन्दो गोविनाम्पतिः मरेक्षित्तमनोहंसः सुपर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभः सुतभः पद्मनाभः प्रजापतिः अमृत्यो सर्वदृक्संहा सन्धाता सन्धिमान्दिरः अजो दुर्मर्शनः शास्ता विश्वधाता सुरारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्यः सत्यपराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषस्रग्वी वाचस्पतिरुदारधीः अग्रणी ब्राह्मणी सीमा न्यायो नेतः समीरणः सहस्रमूर्धा विश्वात्मा सहस्राक्षः सहस्रभात् आवर्तनो निवृतात्मा संवृतः संप्रमर्दनः असंवर्तको भक्तिरहितोदरणीधरः सुप्रसादः प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वदृग्विश्वभुग्विभुः सत्कर्ता सत्कृतः साधुर्जन्मुर्नारायणो नरः असङ्ख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्टशिष्टकृत्युषिः सिद्धार्था सिद्धसङ्कल्पः सिद्धिदः सिद्धिसाधनः वृषाये वृषभो विष्णुर्वृषभर्गो वृषोदरः वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्तश्रुतिसागरः सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुधो वसुः नैकरूपो बृहद्रूपः शिपिविष्टप्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजोतिरः प्रकाशात्मप्रतापनः रुद्रस्पष्टाक्षरो मन्त्रश्चन्द्रांशुर्भास्करद्युतिः अमृतांशुद्भवो भानुर्शशविन्दुस्तुरेश्वरः औषधं जगतस्येतो सत्यधर्मपराक्रमः भूतभव्यपवन्नाथः पवनः पावनो नलः कामः कामकृत्कान्तः कामः कामप्रदप्रभुः युगादिदृग्युगावर्तो नैकमार्गो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजगनन्दजित् इष्टो विशिष्टशिष्टेष्ट शिखण्डीनमुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युतः प्रतितप्राणः प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपानिधिरधिष्ठानमप्रमत्तं प्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्दस्कन्दधरो दुर्गो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहद्भानुरादिदेवः पुरन्दरः अशोकस्तारनस्तारः शूरश्चौरिजनेश्वरः अनुकूलश्चतावर्ता पत्नीपत्निनिवेक्षणः पद्मनाभोरविन्दाक्ष पद्मगर्भशरीरवृत् महादुर्वृद्धो वृद्धात्मा महाक्षोकर्णध्वजः अतुलाचरभो भीम समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवासमितिञ्जियः इक्षरो रोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्धामोदरस्तः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवानविनाशनः उद्भवाशो वनो देव श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थानः संस्थानस्थानदो ध्रुवः प्रवृद्धि परमस्पष्टतुष्टपुष्टसुवेक्षणः रामो विरामो विरजो मार्गो नेयो नयोनयः वीरशक्तिमता श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठपुरुष प्राण प्राणदप्रणवप्रदो हिरण्यगर्भशस्त्रज्ञो व्याप्तो वायुर्वदक्षिणः ऋतुसुदर्शनकालः परमेष्टि परिग्रहः उग्रसंवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विश्वदक्षिणः विस्तारस्तावदस्तानं प्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोऽनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्भिन्नस्तविष्टोभूर्धर्मयोगो महामकः नक्षत्रनेमिर्नक्षत्रे क्षमक्षामः समीहनः यज्ञयुज्यो महेशश्च कृतसत्रांसताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी विमुक्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुहृता सुमुखा सूक्ष्म सुघोष सुगद स्मृत मनोहरो च चक्रोदो वीरबाहुर्विदारणः स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत वत्सरो वत्सरो वत्सी रत्नगर्भोदनेश्वरः धर्मकृद्धर्मकृद्धर्मि सदसच्चरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुर्विधाता कृतलक्षणः कवस्मिने विसक्तस्तः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः देवो महादेवो देवेशो देववृत्पुरो उत्तरो गोपति भोक्ता ज्ञानगम्यपुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपिभ्रो भूरिदक्षिणः सोमभो मृतपत्सोमः पुरुषित्पुरुषोत्तमः विनयो जय सत्यसन्धो दाक्षार्णस्तात्मताम्पतिः जीवो विनयिता साक्षी मुकुन्दो विमविक्रमः अम्भो निधिरनन्दात्मा महोदधियोऽन्तकः अजो महाराज स्वाभाव्यो जिता मित्रप्रमोदनः आनन्दो नन्दनो नन्दः सत्यधर्मत्रिविक्रमः महर्षि कपिलाचार्य कृतज्ञो मेदिनीपतिः त्रिपदश्रीदसादक्ष्यो महाशृङ्गकृतान्तकृत महावराहो गोविन्दः सुषेणः कनकाङ्गदी गुह्यो कविरो गहनो गुप्तशक्रगदाधरः वेदास्माङ्गचितकृष्णो दृढसङ्कर्षणो जतः वर्णो वारणो वृक्ष पुष्कराक्षा महामनाः भगवान् भगवानन्दे वनमाले हलायतः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्य सहिष्णो गतिसत्तमः सुधन्वाकण्डपरशधारणो द्रविणप्रदः दिवस्पृक्सर्वभृग्यासो वाचस्पतिर्योनिजः सामसामगसामनिर्वाणं भेषजं विषग सन्न्यासकृच्छमाशान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिपरायणम् शिवाङ्गशान्तिदसृष्टकोलकोलेशयः गोहितो गोपतिर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिवर्ती निवृतात्मा संक्षेत्रक्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षा श्रीवास श्रीपति श्रीमताम्बरः श्रीरश्रीश श्रीनिवास श्रीनिधि श्रीविभावनः श्रीधर श्रीकरशेय श्रीमान् लोकत्रयश्रयः स्वक्षस्वङ्गच्छतानन्दो नन्दिर्ज्योतिर्गणेश्वरः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सत्कीर्तिश्चिन्न संशयः उदेत सर्वदुःश्च गणेश शाश्वतस्थिरः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकशोकनाशनः अर्चिष्मानर्चितकुम्भो विशुद्धात्मा विशोधनः अनिरुद्धप्रतिरतप्रद्युम्नोमितविक्रमः कालनेमिनिः वीरः शौरिशूरजनेश्वरः तिलोकात्मा तिलोके च केशवाक्येजिहा हरिः तत्कामपालः कामी कान्तकृतागमः अनिर्दर्शो भूविष्णुर्वीरो नन्दो धनञ्जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृद्ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मविवर्धनः ब्रह्मवेद्ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महावीर्यः महाक्रमो महाकर्म महातेज महारगः महाकृतर्महायज्ञ महायज्ञो महाहविः स्तव्यस्तव प्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोतारणप्रियः पूर्णपूरयिता पुण्यकीर्तिरनामयः मनोजवस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता वसुप्रदः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुमनाहवे सद्गति सद्गति सत्ता सद्बोधि सत्तरायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठः सन्निवासस्तुजामनः भूतावासो वासुदेवः सर्वासु निलयो नलः दर्पदो दृप्तो दुर्धरोतापराजितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तशतमूर्तिशताननः एको नैकस्तवक्रज्ञं यत्तत्पदमनुत्तमम् लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चन्दनाङ्गरी वीरः विषमशून्यो कृताशीलश्चलश्चलः अमानीमानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोककृत् सुमेधामेधजो धन्यः सत्यमेधादरादरः तेजो वृषोदिधरः सर्वशत्रुवृताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यग्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाग्रजः चतुर्मूर्तिश्चतुर्बाहुश्चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भावश्चतुर्भेदविदेकवात् समावर्तो निभृतात्मा दुर्जयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरार्यः शुभाङ्गो लोकसारङ्गः सुदन्तो सन्तु वर्धनः इन्द्रकर्म महाकर्म कृतकर्म कृतागमः उद्भवा सुन्दर सुन्दो रत्ननाभः सुलोचनः अर्को वाजनः शृङ्गे जयन्तः सर्वविजये सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ्यः सर्ववागीश्वरेश्वरः महारथो महाकर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुमुदकुन्दरकुन्द पर्जन्यः पावनो निलः अमृतांशोऽमृतोपः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः सुलभः सुमृतः सिद्धः चतुर्चतुर्तापनः नक्रदोदम्बरोषाथः शानूरासनिषूदनः सहस्राक्षी सप्तजिह्वा सप्तैधा सप्तवाहनः अमूर्तिरनगोचिन्त्यो भयकृद्भयनाशनः अनर्बृहत्कृशस्तोलो गुणभृङ्गिर्गुणो महान् अधृतस्वधृतस्वास्य प्राग्वंशो वंशवर्धनः भारवृत्कटितो योगी योगेशः सर्वकामदः आश्रमशमनक्षामः सुवर्णो वायुवाहनः धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयिता दमः अपराजितः सर्वसरो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्ववान् सात्विकः सत्यः सत्यधर्मपरायणः अभिप्रायप्रियार्होर्ह प्रियकृत्प्रीतिवर्धनः विहाय सगतिर्ज्योतिः सुरजत्पुदवग्विवो रविर्विरोचनः सूर्यः सविता रविलोचनः अनन्तो हृदोद्भोक्ता सुखदो नैकजो वृषः अनिर्विण्णः सदा अमर्षि लोकाधिष्ठानमद्भुतः सनातनतमः कपिलः कपिरव्ययः स्वस्ति स्वस्ति कृत्स्वस्ति स्वस्ति भुक्स्वस्ति दक्षिणः रौद्रकुण्डली चक्रे विक्रमोजितशासनः शब्दादिगः शब्दसः शिशिरः शर्वरीकरः अक्रोरप्येशलो दक्षो दक्षिणक्षमिनाम्बरः विद्वत्तमो वीतमयः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःसप्तनाशनः वीरः रक्षणः सन्तो जीवनः पर्यवस्थितः अनन्तरोपनन्तश्रीजितामन्योर्भयापः चतुरश्लोकवीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः अनादिर्भूर्भुवो लक्ष्मी सुविरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्मादिर्भीमो भीमपराक्रमः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहासः प्रजाकरः उद्गरः सत्तदाचारः प्राणदः प्रणवप्रणः प्रमाणं प्राणनिलयः प्राणवृत्प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्ममृत्युजराधिकः पूर्ववसस्तुरस्तारः सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्ञा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञवृज्ञकृज्ञे यज्ञवज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्तकृज्ञगोप्यमन्नमन्नाद एव च आत्मयोनि स्वयं जातो वैकानः सामगायनः देवकीनन्दनः सृष्टः क्षितीशः पापनाशनः शङ्खवृन्नन्दकी चक्रे शाङ्खधन्वागदाधरः रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ्यः सर्वप्रहरणायुधः श्रीसर्वप्रहरणायुध ॐ नमः इति वनमाले गणेशाङ्गे शङ्खे चक्रे च नन्दके श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवो विरक्षतो वनमाली गणेशाङ्गे शङ्खे चक्रे च नन्दके श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवो विरक्षतो वनमाली गणेशाङ्गे शङ्खे चक्रे च नन्दके श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवो विरक्षतो श्रीवासुदेवो विरक्षतु ॐ नमः इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितं चरितं शृणुया नित्यं यश्चापि परकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमत्प्रेहसा मानवः वेदान्तको ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रो सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थे प्राप्नुयात् धर्मैरर्थार्थे कामानवाप्नुयात् कामे प्रजाते प्राप्नुयात् प्रजां भक्तिमान्यात् सदोत्थाय श्रुति सद्गतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत् यशः प्राप्नोति विपुलं याति प्राधान्यमेव च अचलां श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेयः प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमं न भयं क्वचिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजस्विन्दति भवत्य रोगो जतिमान् फलरूपो गुणान्वितः रोगादो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत वन्दनात् भयोन्मुच्येत भीतस्थो मुच्येतापन्नः पदः दुर्गण्यातितरात्याशो पुरुषः पुरुषोत्तमं सुवर्णाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः वासुदेवाश्रयो मर्त्य वासुदेवपरायणः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा याति ब्रह्मसनातनं न वासुदेव भक्तानामशुषं विद्यते क्वचित् जन्म मृत्युजराव्याधि भयं नैवोपजायते एवं स्वविधीयानः श्रद्धा भक्तिसमन्वितः यच्चेतात्मा सुकक्षाद्ये श्रीधृते स्वतिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो न शुभामते भवन्ते कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे यौतचन्द्रार्कनक्षत्रखम्लिजो भूर्महोदधिः वासुदेवस्य वीरेण विद्रुतानि महात्मनः ससुरासुरगन्धर्वं सयाक्षोराक्षसं जगद्वशे वर्ततेन कृष्णस्य चराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोगत्ये सत्तं तेजोबलं हृदे वासुदेवात्मविद्याहं क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रमेव च सर्वागमानमाचार प्रथमं परिकल्पते आचार प्रभो धर्म धर्मस्य प्रौरच्युतः ऋषयर्पितरो देव महाभूतानि दातवः जङ्गमाजङ्गमं चेदं जगन्नारायणो सुदं योगज्ञानं तथा साङ्ख्यं विद्या शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदाशास्त्राणि विज्ञानं एतत् सर्वं जनार्दनात् एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पदख्यातानि एकशः त्रैलोकान्यानुभूतात्मा भुङ्क्ते विश्वावपप्रियः इमं सबभो भगवतो विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितं पठ्यते इच्छुता पुरुषः श्रेयः प्राप्नोति सुखानि च विश्वे वजं देवं जगदाप्रोभव्यं भजन्ति या पुष्कराक्षं न ते यान्ति पराभवं न ते यान्ति पराभवं नमः इति अर्जुनोवाच पद्मपत्रविशालाक्षं पद्मनाभसुरोत्तमा भक्तानामनुरक्तानां त्राता भवजनार्दना श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नामसहस्रेण स्तोतुमिच्छति पाण्डवः सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन सुतैव न संशयो नमः इति व्यास उवाच वासनात् वासुदेवस्य वासजम्बोनत्रयम् सर्वभूतानि वासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते श्रीवासुदेव नमोऽस्तु नमः इति पार्वत्युवाच केनोपायेन लघुना विष्णोर्नामसहस्रकम् पठ्यते पण्डिते नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो ईश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः इति ब्रह्मोवाच नमोऽस्तु अनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्ते सहस्रपादाय शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे ॐ नमः इति संजय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भवति ध्रुवानिर्मतिर्मम श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्या चिन्तयन्त्यो मां ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे आर्ताविषन्ना शिथिलाशुपीता घोरेषु कव्यादिषु वर्तमाना सङ्कीर्तिनारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखा सुखिनो भवन्ति कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगद्गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की श्री सरजापुर नूतन सेंटर के इस्कॉन भक्ति सेंटर के गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जय गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गंधर्विका गिरिधारी
सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज अनंत कोटि हरिदास प्रेम से प्रभु श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद की गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन की मायापुर पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगामय की जय यमुनामय की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय संवेद और प्रबंध की जय और ग्लोरीज टू और ग्लोरीज टू और ग्लोरीज टू all glories to Shri Shri Bhagavan Gauranga, all glories to Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, can we all settle now? All Mataji is on my right, all Prabhuji is here on the left. So we are very happy to welcome all of you. I can see devotees from Kannamula, ISKCON Sarjapur Center Kannamula here, from IBC from ABC, ACS. Okay, from home form we are expecting. And we also have devotees from HPL Layout Temple. So I'd like to welcome all of you for this grand inauguration of ISKCON Sarjapur Center. It's really wonderful to have all the devotees. As I always say, that the building remains just cement and brick. So the devotees are the ones who convert that into a temple. We thank you very much for being here. So let's begin. The festival has already begun. But let's get enlightened about this festival more by our very dear His Grace Harikshatra Prabhu. So the ones who are new, for them the introduction about Prabhuji. So Prabhuji is the temple president of ISKCON Whitefield, the temple that is coming up in Ajavanamadi. And under his guidance, all the Bhakti centers are running. So if anywhere Bhakti center inauguration is happening, it's only because of him. So we're very, very grateful to Prabhuji to be here to enlighten all of us. So Prabhuji was saying that he'll be singing Boro Sukher Khabar Gai. So can we all open? We'll be singing that. So let's welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So the song link is sent, it seems all of you, so you can check. Hare Krishna.
Sukher khabar gai, boro sukher khabar gai. Boro sukher khabar gai, boro sukher khabar gai. Surami kunjete, name bhata kuleche. चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा वदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीपादकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं साकारं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णवेष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवासवानदी देवी दैताय कृपाकरे कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुभक्तिः श्रीगौरकरुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनदायिने रूपानुभाविरुद्धाः सिद्धान्तध्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बरसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनाय सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदाय ते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्याय बर्तन धोना है करके बोला तो like no, she will make it more ganda and go. So then that kind of an assistant, no, you will not appreciate, right? So even the assistant must be like, what is that? Usable, no? The assistant must be usable. So that is when the assistant is also used. So like, no, it is also the glory of the assistant, it's also glory of the devotees here in Sarjapur. And also like, like Anita Mataji and her husband, Shekhar Prabhu, so they have also been very generous to actually like 1.5 years or 2 years back, so they like so they came to meet us and then they told that we have a land here in this place, and then we just simply bought it many years back, and we don't have any desire to build anything or something like that. So but then if it of some use to Krishna consciousness, so we would like to build and we would like to give a hall for Krishna conscious activities. And we were quite touched by the gesture of this devotee Anita Mataji and her husband. So very, very amazing devotion to the Lord, and they were completely thinking that how to use their possessions in the service of the Lord. It's God-given gift and I should use it in service of God. Now that's a very, very amazing aspect. Like it is a sign of great blessings of the Lord. Without the mercy of the Lord, without the grace of the Lord, it is quite difficult to understand that whatever I possess is possession of the Lord. It is this understanding to come. It requires a great, great mercy of the Lord actually. So, we are very happy, for Mataji's service, and also like our Meenu Mataji, like she's being the Vishwakarma of our Bhakti center. So, like whenever we need a Bhakti center, so now Mataji's been demanding time, like I need so much time. So before she used to tell that, okay, whatever time we give, we will finish it. So may Lord empower more and more and infuse the potency of Vishwakarma. Overnight we can create Bhakti center. So, anyways, so this is a very happy news that people are using their talents, people are using, like devotees are using their possessions in the service of the Lord, their skills in the service of the Lord, and also the prime thing, after doing all these things, what is the prime thing that needs to be happen? So the distribution of the holy name of the Lord, the worship of the Lord, that needs to happen. In fact, I was telling to devotees here in Sarjapur that such an amazing center has been opened. Anybody who come here, so they would think that it is a temple, and they would think that every day it will be open. And then, so many times they may come and it may be closed. So they may go broken-hearted. So like maybe we should see that how it is maybe difficult initially. So but then we should see like how we can keep the center more active and so things like that. It's like so gorgeous actually, so nice. So actually speaking, it is one thing which I even tell to the rest of the devotees also, that real standard of worship is that whatever personal facilities that we have for ourselves, so that should be somewhat less than whatever possessions the Lord has. So the Lord's altar should be like really very gorgeous, and the Lord's temple should be really very nice and things like that. So because one very important reason of the Lord is like He is the Bhokta. Bhoktaram Ignata Prasam Sarvadokam Maheshwaram. We see like one nice vastu, it is what is it? It's not literally vastu. So but then it is a nice vastu. We can call Krishna conscious vastu. So if there is any disturbance in the home, or there is no sufficient peace and things like that, so we can adjust this parameter of Bhokta. The Lord is a Bhokta. He should enjoy. And whatever the possessions of the Lord, whatever the altar of the Lord, the possessions of the Lord, everything should be super good, very, very opulent. At least opulent than my personal possessions. Then you see like immediately there will be a lot of peace. Because it is Bhagavad Gita. It's Vastu in accordance to Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is Bhakta, Krishna is the enjoyer, and he should enjoy the best. So like when we put ourselves in the right place in relation with the Lord, when we adjust this basic Sambandha Gyan, that Krishna is the enjoyer and he should enjoy the best of the things, right? So then immediately there is a lot of peace that should come, because Nyatma Mam Shanti Nrachati. Krishna is telling, like just by knowing this you will get peace. So if we just implement it, it will become like super peace actually. So here also we see that devotees have come together, and they have not demanded much Lakshmi from this one from us, but then they have put up a very wonderful this one. So that means like lot of devotees have put in their like many things into their coming of bringing up this bhakti center. So it is like this is a very happy news. Bodo Sukhe Khabar Gai. And the purpose, as we were discussing, the purpose of this, the center is to distribute the mercy of the Lord, to distribute the holy name, to reach this holy name to more and more people. So that is the actual purpose of this, bhakti centers. And for that, what is the important thing? Like it is not going to happen with few devotees' efforts. With few devotees' efforts, we can come to this stage. So, but further, if we have to do something. So it requires that every single person, every single devotee connected, they must actually practice their Krishna consciousness very seriously. So only if we practice our Krishna consciousness seriously, so then we will be gifted, with the love for Krishna, or like Krishna's mercy. And if we have Krishna's mercy, then we can distribute Krishna's mercy. If we don't have the product, so then we will not be able to distribute. So then people will come to the center and they will say like, no. So I didn't find any much difference, or I was looking for something really wonderful, but then here also I didn't find that particular thing. In fact, we were studying this for Nityananda Triyadashi, like some pastimes of Lord Nityananda. So in the first meeting of Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so there is a question that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks with lot of hesitation, with lot of fear. Can I ask this question to you? Who are you and where have you come from? And then introduction that Nityananda Prabhu gives is that you see like I am a sadhu. I've been traveling all over India, and I went to different temples, but I could not able to find Krishna. So and I asked people, so where is Krishna? Krishna is not there in any temple. So then they told that Krishna has appeared in Bengal and he is distributing the holy name to everybody, like even Chandala, he is distributing the holy name to everybody. So hearing that, I have come here, and then Mahaprabhu told like Jada Maat mat karo, some secret reveal ho jayega. So this is Channa avatar, according to the plan. So my identity should be known after my departure. Before that, if you make it public, then the pastimes cannot go on nicely. So he didn't tell this. So this is some kind of a purport which I heard in some other class. So like that. So in this way, we see that having Krishna is very essential thing, and that is possible by diligently practicing our Krishna consciousness and praying to the Lord. So this is like one important aspect, how we actually advance in Krishna consciousness. So it is very essential for us to preach the message in a nice way, and for us to make good value of this center, to utilize the maximum utilization of this center. So one thing, we have to practice the Navavida Bhakti. So one of the angas of Navavida Bhakti is Archana. So we can do nice worship of the Lord here, and then also like Shravanam and Kirtanam. So that is why, in fact, in the Gaudiya temples, if you see, almost the first temple, that was established after the departure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, any idea? First temple, first gorgeous temple that was set up. It is in connection with today's event, today's Vaishnava calendar event. Keturi Gram, So Narottam Das Thakur, he established the first amazing temple. So today is Narottam Das Thakur's appearance day as well. So it's a very auspicious day. Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki. So Narottam Das Thakur, actually he established this wonderful temple, and that time he set the precedence. He set up a nice altar, gorgeous altar for the Lord. And then he had close to some 4 pairs or 5 pairs of Radha Krishna deities. And then one godless deities also were there. And many devotees were invited. All the eminent Vaishnavas were invited. And in that, one nice architecture that he made was huge Kirtan hall. So that was the style. Before the temples were not used to be like this. So before the temples used to be in a different way. And in Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is the Sankirtan. No, and naturally, like Kirtan Hall or the class, where we speak the glories of the Lord and where we conduct Kirtan, so that must be the biggest portion of the whole temple, right? So that's how this architecture also has come about. And then it is like very nice aspect of worship of the Lord. So if we have to worship the Lord, so we need to have certain paraphernalias. So we need to have Radha and Krishna, so like who are the ultimate worshipable object of our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, so who are following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we don't access Radha Krishna directly, so we access them through Panchatattva. We access them through the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, then Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit and Srivas Thakur, and all other devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So why is it so? If you see, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so one pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when there was this one day, there was Kirtan was happening, and then Mahaprabhu told, I am not feeling, I am not experiencing Krishna, I am not having that ecstasy of chanting the names of the Lord. So why? Because somebody else is there present in the room, right? So Mahaprabhu, there is a nice sloka I am forgetting from Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is mentioned by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami that Lord, he chants the names of the Lord along with his associates. He relishes the names of the Lord along with his associates, and he distributes the names of the Lord along with his associates, right? So if you have Radha and Krishna, but still you will not be able to access. So you should have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and especially Panchatattva, and then you should allow Panchatattva to nicely relish the holy name. So then Radha and Krishna will manifest. Then we can have some access to them, right? So in this way, presence of the Panchatattva is very, very essential. And then, like in our tradition, so worship of Narsinghadev is also very prominent. So Narsinghadev actually performs the role of protecting our devotion and protecting the devotees from all the dangers, and so that we can actually execute uninterrupted devotion to Sri Radha and Krishna. And then we have the Guru Parampara. So it is very nice. Like one devotee had explained this nice concept. So we may have the water tank in our in our home. So that's reservoir of all water in our home. So water tank. So but then that is of no use for us, because in your toilet or in your kitchen, if you want to use the water, so you cannot get the water just directly you cannot access the water from the reservoir. So you need to have the pipeline. That is the Guru Parampara. So by the mercy of the Guru Parampara, so we actually we are able to access the Panchatattva and Radha and Krishna. So that is why always we regard, whenever we say Krishna, it is invariably, it means, our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, the entire Guru Parampara, and then Panchatattva and Radha and Krishna. So that's how we actually access the Supreme Lord Radha and Krishna. So in this way, we should execute the devotional service, and we should pray to the Lord that the Lord may manifest himself in my heart, so that I may become purified and I may become attached to the Lord, and so that also I may be of some use in the mission of the Lord. So the mission of the Lord is to distribute this Krishna consciousness far and wide. That's the mission of the Lord. That's the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnava Acharyas in our line. And also we are, we have so the broader picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this order that Jare Deke Tharai Prabhu Krishna Upadesh, Amaragya Guru Tharai Desh. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this order. So but how does this order actually translates and come to us? So Srila Prabhupada has given us the orders, that we should distribute, we should preach this message of Krishna consciousness. And he has personally performed and demonstrated and showed it to us. So how he opened the various centers, how he preached, how he actually sticked to the the conclusions and also the teachings of the previous acharyas, and presenting the message as it is in the parampara. So all those things, Srila Prabhupada had said, and then he has also given instructions. And then those instructions are all coming down. So our ISKCON is divided in various different areas, and then in all areas we have very senior Vaishnavas are assigned various responsibilities. So they are called the GBCs, governing body commissioners, and they actually give the goals and direction, for preaching further in different areas. So our, the in charge for our area is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and Maharaj has been quite often, many times, he has actually mentioned this particular thing. So what is the vision for the Bangalore? So I was hearing from some devotees that it is before even the inauguration of the Hare Krishna Hill Temple, in Rajajinagar. So back in 84 or 86 or something like that. So just when I was born or something like that, before even that. So much before that. So so during that time and things like that. So that time, when this was attached hut, was initial this one was attached hut. So even then, he was telling that, Bangalore will become a Krishna conscious city. So that is something that is being constantly is there in his mind. And then, there was many ups and downs in the condition of the preaching and the condition of the devotees and things like that in Bangalore. So through all the ups and downs, when there were during this period, 86 to now, it is, it's quite a lot of time. So how much time it is? 40 years close to, right? So, and during this time, so much of ups and downs, so many times, things have gone really very down and things like that. Even then, so Maharaj maintained this particular one that this place will become a Krishna conscious city. And then, recently, probably 6-7 years before, so Maharaj had again spoken about that this Bangalore will become a Krishna conscious city. And then he also mentioned that it is not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen phase by phase, step by step. And certain important instructions. I was actually yesterday I was going through all those instructions which Maharaj had given. So he was mentioning that it is one very important thing is cooperation. So each and every temple may have their own different goals and different flavors and things like that. So, but it should be in Kirtan, everybody has their own unique movements and things like that, but still they don't beat each other. They don't step on, literally the words that used by Maharaj was they don't step on each other's feet. So, still there is, with cooperation, we make a nice formation, and that gives a lot of pleasure to the Lord, right? So that is the way, we can actually make this Bangalore a Krishna conscious city. In fact, Maharaj had in that session, in that message, he had mentioned about how great personalities like Madhvacharya, he appeared, and even our own acharyas like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and many of them actually hail from Karnataka. So, and then we have Ramanujarya also, Maharaj mentions that when there was a problem in Tamil Nadu, he actually took shelter of Karnataka. So Karnataka in that way has been, traditionally also, it has been a place from where the preaching had boomed in different times. So in that same way, this also would happen. That's what something he was mentioning. And then later also, now in Bhumi Puja, when Maharaj had come, so he reiterated and then re-emphasized. And few other devotees I had asked, what is other plans, other things, other details that Maharaj had revealed. So one thing that one devotee was mentioning to me was 10 temples and 100 centers. That is something Maharaj had mentioned. So, and I wanted to clarify that with Maharaj. So then a year back or 2 years back, when Maharaj came to Bangalore, so that time I traveled with him to Coimbatore and then to Kerala and places like that. So I had got the opportunity to do some service, and after that, one time I got some personal time. So I asked, Maharaj, I heard this, you told that 10 temples and 100 centers. Is it true? So then he asked, how many centers, right now it is there. So at the time, we calculated, and he himself told, Seshadilpuram, they told so many centers, and now I also forget, but then he had all the points very, very clear in his mind. So he mentioned, he only put the calculation, and then, how many centers do you have? Then I told, that time we had 5 or 4 or 5, something like that. So then he calculated and then put, okay, this is 17 centers, 83 more to go. Now you can go.
That's it. So there is like I was thinking that maybe like we'll get some appreciation nice and things like that, and service is pending, you can go. So it was very clear that this is the desire of our superiors, who are setting us the vision for this place, and who are giving us the direction, who are mercifully engaging us in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we are very, very fortunate that the service of the Lord gets distributed through a very personal channel. So the service of the Lord is not just distributed anywhere and everywhere, just like that. So the service of the Lord first is distributed to the wholesale distribution happens to two personalities, that is Radharani and Baladev, and Balaram Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day, like we just celebrated a few days back. And this service actually comes down in the Guru Parampara. And then Srila Prabhupada has made a channel. So like after Srila Prabhupada, the Guru Parampara's mission will be executed by an organization, right? So the organization, through the organization we actually get the goals set for the different areas, and that should be taken as good as the service to our own spiritual master, right? So like one thing I remember very fondly, like one time Gopal Krishna Maharaj had come to Bangalore, and then one of his disciples, he went and asked that Maharaj, like how can I serve you? So then he told, see, here is the temple, whatever the temple president says, you just do, and that is my service. So it is very clear, the devotees are very clear that the organization is there and the service is distributed through the organization. And when we just do the missionary activities which is available locally in our particular area, so that becomes very, very pleasing to our spiritual master, that becomes pleasing to Srila Prabhupada, and that is pleasing to the entire Parampara, Panchatattva and Radha and Krishna. So in this way we will be able to make tremendous progress in Krishna consciousness. Right? So again, I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to all the devotees here, and especially the devotees of Manatur and Sarjapur, who have been very wonderfully practicing Krishna consciousness and preaching the message of Krishna consciousness. And specifically, again, I would like to offer my gratitude to this family, Anita Mataji and Shekhar Prabhu, and also to Meenu Mataji, for setting up this very, very wonderfully. And also special gratitude to Kartikeya Prabhu for nicely guiding all these devotees and nourishing their Krishna consciousness very nicely, and setting a very nice personal example of practicing very intense devotional service. It is only by personal practice. We see that there are this ones that is going to happen. I always give the example of a sponge. How much the sponge absorbs, that much it can give out. So we should be like the sponge. Whenever there is an opportunity, we should absorb Krishna consciousness nicely, and we should practice Krishna consciousness very intensely. And then we should try to distribute as much as possible. Right? So in this way, we will be able to make all our superiors very much pleased. Right? So, and also we are the ISKCON Whitefield is very nicely organized and is being nicely guided by nice senior devotees like Yugal Kishore Prabhu, Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, Bandhu Madhur Prabhu, and we also have the expert guidance of Ravindranath Prabhu, who has been many of you might have interacted with them, with Prabhuji. So it is, we are very, very blessed. It is only by the presence of senior Vaishnavas who have seen everything in life and then still stick on to the practice of Krishna consciousness. So it is very, very rare actually. In fact, to be not out in Krishna consciousness is it is equivalent to century actually. So we see that in any society, if there are senior devotees who are constantly and sincerely practicing, and they are growing in their devotion and they are growing in their love for Krishna steadily, so that is in that association, to stay in that association is a great blessing. So we are all very blessed to stay in association of such amazing devotees as Yugal Kishore Prabhu, Sudhir Gopal Prabhu. So they have been very nicely guiding us and giving nice direction for the overall direction of the ISKCON Whitefield. So with all this, I pause today's small talk
and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Pancha Tattva ki jai, Shri Gandharva Giridhara, Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's always a pleasure on the day of center inauguration to hear His Grace Sarjapur Prabhu and other senior devotees. Recently, I had messaged on the day of Nityananda Prabhu Prabhuji that as Nityananda Prabhu, he held the hands of Jaga and Mata and he delivered them. So in one of the class I was making this point that every devotee should have a project lead and who is the project, the same person. So someone should take us as the project. Then we can get delivered. We can get delivered from various critical situations of life. So recently I had messaged Prabhu that you are that one of the persons in my life, main person, who whenever I'm stuck, he's there to lift me from there. So it's really, really wonderful to have. His guidance is very, very valuable. Whenever we are stuck, I will go crying to him like you people come crying to me. And Prabhuji very calmly make me sit and give a calm solution as well and sort out the matter so easily. Another very important thing which I would like to mention about Prabhuji is whatever happens, he keeps telling all the leaders should be united and he tries his best. He is ready to fall at anyone's feet also for that. Keep all the leaders united. And he always keeps saying, I have been repeating this in many places as well, Prabhuji's statement that if leaders are united, all the leaders, be it Bhakti Vishal leaders, sector servants, circle servants, center leads, then surely we can do something very big. And the ultimate thing that is expected from us is making Bangalore the first Krishna conscious city. That will surely happen. And Prabhuji is a visionary. So, this idea of opening this, what do you call it, jet age centers on first floor, third floor, fifth floor, this is the idea. And now since we have started, under Prabhuji's guidance, various centers are getting opened, we see that other temples are also doing the same, and that's how the number of centers are increasing in Bangalore. So very, very great visionary. And also one point which I would like to mention is regarding his desire of temple construction. In fact, the project shifted now from ACS layout and he's sitting there at the temple land. Many of the times I say that you can stay here also, you don't have to be there. I'll sit there and have to make sure that it starts. So his heart and soul is there now in the temple and in that land, and surely the temple is going to come up now, by his desire. And yes, one of the discussions which I was having with Prabhuji, and this was regarding the temple fundraising and all that. So Prabhuji's point is very clear. Now whatever it is, preaching shouldn't be compromised. You people focus on preaching. So this uncompromising mode of preaching is something that's very, very important in a leader who leads the entire congregation. If someone goes behind money, then gone, everything is tough. But then this idea of just keep preaching, whatever Krishna desires happen, anyways happen. He is Lakshmipati after all. Things will happen. And that's how the entire ISKCON Whitefield has been expanding. So we have multiple centers now. And today we are very, very fortunate to have the center leads also with us to enlighten us by their talk. So let's thank His Grace Sarjapur Prabhu by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So we'll close the altar. They want to offer the bhoga. Shri Gandharva Giridhari Srimad Mahaprabhu ki, Lakshmi Narasimhadev Anantadev ki, Panch Tattva ki, Shri Gaurnitaya ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. So before we hear other center leads here who have come, we would like to thank Anita Mataji and Chandrasekhar Prabhu for their very, very valuable contribution here. Where are they? Where is I saw them. Mataji? Thank you. So, few things about them, everyone should know about them. I'll call them. So, Mataji was sharing with me that they attended 2019 Janmashtami in Panatur. And I think their daughter was there in some dance on stage show, on the Janmashtami stage. And Mataji was sharing that I was very tired, so I told my family to go, but I sat there. And I was just waiting there so I get relaxed and then I'll go home. And that time probably you walked on the stage. And you gave that 5 minutes talk and I raised your Gita course. That's how our journey has started in Krishna Consciousness 2019 Janmashtami. These Janmashtamis are really amazing programs. There's so many devotees are getting connected. Very, very wonderful. And then I visited their place and I met Chandrasekhar Prabhu. So it's very nice to see that how Prabhu is very sober, very humble. Even when their background is well-to-do, but still you'll not find both of them. In fact, the kids also very humble, down to earth. In fact, I never knew that these people are on a very big post in their company. I never understood that she's a PhD. Looking at them, very down to earth. And literally, myself, I learn a lot when I meet them, especially when it comes to this quality of humility. There's something that's extraordinary in them. I really appreciate that. I've written a few points which I'd like to share. This, as probably mentioned, so we had this thing that ACS kitchen is getting overloaded, so we should have a central kitchen. So this was the plan that was going on. And then we shared with, we were just having a discussion. Mataji said that you can do it at my place. In Panatur, they have a villa. So they said, no, we can do it at my place. We went there. And then somehow, we were not very convinced that we'll be able to do it. Then they said, we have a land in Kodati. And we said, who will go there? That's very far. And I think this was on the day of Sarjapur inauguration, 31st of August, 2023, last year. So since the center was inaugurated, they said, Prabhuji, we have a land here nearby. Then they both got me, Chandrasekhar Prabhu and Mataji, they got me here. They showed me the land, and I still remember Chandrasekhar Prabhu saying, Prabhuji, you not like it because now it's just a trash. So many trees are there and so many other things are there. And he was correct. And we had no plans of opting for that place and things like that. But you see, one thing which I saw in these two is they had an intense desire that in our land something should happen Krishna conscious. And they were very clear that something should happen. And Mataji was sharing that last year they did Kartik Vrata just so that something happens on this land. Both husband and wife were offering ghee lamps and they were praying to the Lord. And she was telling me all this. But since we have so many other services and all, I used to say, very nice Mataji, go ahead and all that. They started construction also. At that time also, and I was not very keen. But then when I saw actually the things that are coming up, and they're very, very serious, then I told Prabhuji, you have to become now serious and check what we are supposed to do. Then we were having that serious meetings after that. And we had no plans of shifting Sarjapur Center from that place to this place. I'm sure most of you might have visited our center there, the old one, just opposite to the Wipro. Now that's a very thriving place for preaching. Because so many employees will be there. And behind that, we have so many PGs. So I was asking this question to Rakshita Prabhu, that what to do now? This place is coming up, they're building it with so much of faith and devotion. But preaching is something that will happen here. So Prabhuji said that you decide. You see, what can be the best. Pray to the Lord. These are the words which Prabhuji used that day. Pray to the Lord intensely and you decide now what has to be done. So if today we have shifted, even when we had no plans of shifting from that place to this place, it's only because of the purity of purpose. Only because of the purity of purpose. It's very rare to have such people on this planet. This is what I will say. Very rare. Now just imagine in this place, after inauguration, none of the programs will start. So we'll be having regular worship. Every day evening we'll have regular worship. We'll have kirtan going on. And then the Gita course, Sunday feast, free prasad distribution. And all the people are going to come. And I'm sure all the center leads will agree with me that anyone who comes to our centers, when they hear as it is, Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam as it is from the speakers, naturally their lives change. I've personally seen so many people giving up alcohol, so many people giving up meat eating, so many people involved in illicit sex and they start living a pure life. And so many people so eager now to serve the society in various ways. I was just wondering, sitting here, even yesterday also I was thinking, all these activities we're going to do in this place, which is owned by Chandrasekhar Point Mataji. Just imagine how much blessings every time a person chants here, eats prasad, lives get transformed. How much credit they want to get? I propose that we'll pay some rent. And Mataji and Prabhu were like, no, this is not for the Lord's service. Then I was feeling guilty that how can we take a place just like that? Then that was material calculation. Then I started doing spiritual calculation. Then I realized that they're going to get something much more than what is invested here. So it's a very wonderful thing to have such a very wonderful couple, such a wonderful family. In fact, I heard the kids are also supporting for the same. They also want this place, and so now we are sitting here in this wonderful place. Let's pray for this entire family by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I request both of them to please come here and please accept a small token of appreciation from our side. Prabhu, please come. Mataji. So we have this Mahaprasad garland, and also we thought from the center we'll give them our lordships, Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu. I request Vidal Kishore Prabhu, Sudhi Gopal Prabhu, Harikshana Prabhu that please hand over Gandharvika Giridhari to them. It's the same photo that is there inside. The same photo we are getting now. Similar photo. Can we have other photos also? And we also have other photos. We have Narasimhadev, Panchtattva, and Damodar photo. And this is the coffee table book, which is a book having all the BBT paintings. Maybe Mataji can take. This mother of Chandrasekhar Gaur. Can we have the two kids also? We'll have a group photo. Please come. So let's pray once again for the advancement of this entire family. May they advance in Krishna consciousness. May they advance in their material life as well. By loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
loudly please.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Once again, thank you very much. Anita Mataji wants to share something, please here.
I would like to thank Prabhuji. So when we wanted to give food, he told Lakshmi, he told no, you cook food. I told Prabhuji I can't cook, he told you cook. And now today we are able to cook, we are able to make place for we can't say about Harikshit Prabhuji and Karthikeyan Prabhuji. Whenever we came, like, are you sure? Like, we have seen like lot of times when we go to Prabhuji's or something or some other organizations, right? They think of Lakshmi. But these two Prabhujis were like just guiding me amazingly. I can't believe that, and only with their prayers we are able to do this. It's both of them have guided me.
Thank you very much. Also, Mataji was sharing that a lot of miracles also happened here, it seems. Basically, both of them were like corporate professionals. Yes, maybe some pastime knowledge you want to share. See, both of them are corporate professionals. There is no background of construction and all that. And they didn't have any supervisor or whatever. So Prabhuji was the finance head, and she was the one who was supervisor. Both of them were there, doing all that. And begging the laborers. I saw her begging in front of me, please, can you do this?
keep the Tulsi Maharani and just go around. The neighbors think, okay, these poor people, they keep going round and round. So let us go and do that work.
And also Mataji had a lot of desires that what will happen up. Even I had, even Prabhuji and myself used to think that who will come here for rent. Because it's inside. But then she had an intense desire that something we should do for unmarried girls. And guess what? Up 2 floors are going to be ladies' PG. And she had another very intense desire, very much supported by Chandrasekhar Prabhu also. She wants a school, a Vedic school, for the kids. And that is, if I'm not wrong, coming down on the ground floor. She was saying that, I don't know how this is happening. I don't know how these people are coming by themselves and they're asking for all this. But Rakshika and myself, we knew how it is happening. It's all by the mercy of the Lord, just looking at the purity of purpose. Jai, thank you very much. Very happy to have you. Very So how is the entire place? How is the altar? How is the kids' room? So all this credit goes to our ISKCON Whitefields Vishwakarma. Meenu Mataji. Very good. So she is the one who will put her full efforts, full heart and soul into it, when she is doing her various activities. Doing various activities, whichever center it is, she'll be there from morning till night. Sometimes, sometimes you're not able to make out that who is she? Is she the same Mataji? Or so tired, sweating and all that, but she'll be there running around, doing various things. I like to highlight few things about Mataji. See the community from where she comes from. So that community is like a community of all opulent people and all that. It's not easy to practice bhakti there, for sure. Not easy to practice bhakti. Am I right, Mataji? But she is a lady, by the way, she has come from our online Gita course from 2020. Yes, Gita course, which happened online. She joined our mantra meditation sessions. She was a follower of Ashtanga Yoga. And she attended our sessions and then she took up chanting. Every day chanting 16 rounds. And then she invited us for altar installation at home. There is a big altar, very beautiful altar. Gandharvika Giridhari, Sriman Mahaprabhu, Narsimhadev, Panchtattva, Lord Ram's Darbar is there, and entire Guru Parampara. And a very, very, very wonderful thing that every day cooking bhoga and offering to the Lord and not eating anything else apart from that. Can you imagine? It's very difficult when people invite them for various functions. They are obliged to take, but then she is very strict about following these things. And she makes sure that she will have only Krishna Prasad or food with or Angali. Another thing which I observe in her is she'll not miss any class. If it is there, she'll make sure that she is there in the class. If not physical, at least she'll be there online. So very, very fortunate to have such an amazing devotee amongst us. So let's pray for her spiritual progress by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So that's Narsimha photo. Like you can open Mati, Prabhu wants to. And also we gave that Prabhupada Dinamrit is what. So I request Harishwar Prabhu to please hand over with other devotees. We are handing over Srila Prabhupada to Mataji. Thank you very much, all.
You see all this is, I just do 5% of it, just 5%. 95% my people, 35 people who work day and night to make this center like this. So I will not take full credit for this. Every time when I get this and I go home and I regret, oh, but I have not done so much. My people have not been recognized. So I give all the glorification to all the people who are working with me from last 17 years. So they have actually made this place happen. I could just come and tell them what you have done, this, remove this, put this, do that, and go. But they really work day and night. So I really want all of you to chant for all of them.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Last time also center opening, I got Narsimha Dev and Ekta Mataji said, I was jealous, Mataji, why for small work she's getting Narsimha Dev? This time I came to know why Mataji gets Narsimha Dev every time. Thank you everyone. Thank you all.
Apart from her center designing, she's also a very nice cook. Last Janmashtami, she prepared 50 bhogas for the Lord. And she has a lot of affection for all our brahmacharis and all the devotees in general, and she keeps cooking and sending something, for us. Thank you, Mati. Thank you very much. I would like to invite now the center heads to please come here and enlighten all the devotees. Let me tell you all one thing, that to get all the center heads in one place is not ordinary thing. You'll find them one after another coming in Sunday Peace class. But getting all the senior devotees at one place and hearing from them is a very, very wonderful thing, and all of us are fortunate to get this opportunity. So first I would like to invite His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhu. So Prabhuji is heading a congregation in Inner Circle, Whitefield area. And I'm sure all of you might know Prabhuji. He had recently come to Panatur for Nityanand Pradesh, and saying that he is a festival man. Wherever he goes, now automatically entire crowd will be filled with enthusiasm, full of energy. And also it's very nice to see that Prabhuji is preaching in that area, and so many people are becoming devotees there. And the Rath Yatra, that is taking place, credit goes to him. He is the person who is there always. We should do something big. I cannot forget this. The first Rath Yatra, so I had a plan. I remember. The plan was that we'll get a vegetable thela. And we'll keep Jagannath on that. I mean, a small center, ACS layout. We all were there, all brahmacharis were there in that place. And we'll keep Jagannath in that. We'll decorate that nicely with flowers and then we'll pull. Prabhuji was like, no, we should have a Rath. And by Prabhuji's desire, that's how that small Rath Yatra started. And then it went on, and now we have the big Rath Yatra. It started from that temple and went to his place. I see the circle ground. And Prabhuji's attachment to Jagannath is really amazing. And his absorption in Chaitanya Charitamrita is so nice. Let's welcome Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. It's a really humbling experience to see the dedication, to see the commitment, to see the sincerity of so many wonderful devotees here. It is mentioned that Athanchana Smriti Yasmin Duskara. Once you are remembering the Lotus feet of Sri Gaur-Nitai, and we were fortunate to have the Lotus feet of Mahaprabhu here. Lord Krishna, yes, Krishna is not different from Mahaprabhu. Wherever there is a Lord, presence is there. Duskaram Sukaram Varave. The most difficult thing becomes the most easiest thing. I was just remembering very beautiful pastime. Very beautiful pastime. This is how Lord's kind of request transcendental trickery to benefit, to sire, and the glories of Him. So, this is a pastime. All of us know that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very happy releasing Krishna consciousness, Harinam Kirtan with his associates in Navadip, especially in Shiva Sangam. And then he realized that it's not enough. Still there are so many people who are all around. They are not taking this opportunity of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. how they can be delivered. Just for their purification, then he took sannyas. He left his dear mother, he left his dear wife, and he left his all associates and took sannyas. And then once he took sannyas, all the devotees were really, so much of in agony. And they were thinking that, oh, now we'll go to Ganga and down ourselves. Because there is no life without Mahaprabhu. But somehow, there was this Akashvani said that, no, don't worry, you'll soon have an association of Mahaprabhu. And somehow they came back. And then Mahaprabhu was going, he was clear that I want to go to Vrindavan. But as we said, Lord's associates, their plan is much higher. They intervene in the Lord's plan. That's what I was hearing. Lord wanted to be there in somewhere where He is already there. But then Lord's associate, Nityananda Prabhu's associate, they had a different plan. To bring Mahaprabhu in some place which is not planned. That is the quality of Nityananda Prabhu, that is the quality of Nityananda Prabhu's associates. So Nityananda Prabhu tricked Mahaprabhu to come to Shantipur, Advaita Acharya's house. And yes, why he brought? That so that all the devotees led by Sachi Mata and everybody, they can get association once again with Mahaprabhu, they can serve Mahaprabhu. And more important than that, right, in that section, especially in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, 3rd chapter, it's very beautiful pastime is there. And there Prabhupada gives a very important instruction for householders. So he is saying that what is the quality of an ideal householder life? Because when Mahaprabhu came and all the devotees came together, and it is very beautifully mentioned how Advaita Acharya was celebrating. He was saying, Prathame Paka Kariya Chena Acharyani Vishnu Samarpana Kaila Acharya Apani. And what was really happening? Acharya Shraddha Bhakti Gruha Sampada Dhane Sakala Safala Hoila Prabhura Aradhane. So there, Acharya Bhakti Gruha Sampada Dhane. Whatever the Acharya having, what? Bhakti, what the devotional service. Gruha, the house, right? And the Sampada, what are the opulence he is having? He was engaging everything in Mahaprabhu's service. And then Srila Prabhupada is writing that Advaita Acharya set an ideal example for all householder devotees in his reception of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. In his execution of a daily festival at his home. Haribo! And I was really kind of wondering how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has really put that, how in every householder life also, there can be a daily festival. Right? Yes, most of the times in a householder life means, going to work, coming back, cooking, and somehow other, craving for so many things, right? But not really releasing a festival every day. Right? But you see, there are so many examples, led by Advaita Acharya, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And do you know what is the special week this week? Anybody knows? The most important festival this week. Coming week. Yes! This is the 150th appearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Sarjapur Thakur ki Jai! Yes, some of you might have heard that how Narendra Modi he came and he kind of started a lot of programs. And for your pleasure, I would like to inform you that UNESCO, the United Nations organization as well, they have recognized Bhaktivedanta Sarjapur Thakur's contribution, and they are also collaborating with our ISKCON and so many of our Gaudiya devotees to commemorate this program. So yes, we should also very enthusiastic because of Bhaktivedanta Sarjapur Thakur, because of Srila Prabhupada, we are all getting these opportunities. Right? Bhaktivedanta Sarjapur Thakur ki Jai! Srila Prabhupada ki Jai! So just before that, I would like to kind of share one more very beautifully. Our Srila Prabhupada is writing here, right? So he is writing that how Srila Prabhupada wanted every house to be a center. Prabhupada is writing, yes, he is writing that, yes, all the householders, they cannot live in a temple. They can live in a temple, they can really follow all these rules and regulations, living everything, all the responsibility. Can they live? Is it possible? How many householders are there? You can leave your house and completely stay in the temple full time, right? Yes. Of course, though Prabhupada is staying there, like no space, we have a new temple coming up, definitely we can accommodate. But still, practically, we have our householder responsibilities, right? We will not be able to stay. But then what Prabhupada is saying in this purport, that everybody can make their home as a center. Right? And then, right, it's nothing but, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says that, and this Adi Leela chapter 9, where we talk about Bhakti Vriksha. So there he talks about that Ekeka Sakha Satta Satta Upasakha. So what does it mean? With one branch, there can be hundreds of branches. Still now Prabhuji was counting 2700. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying there can be hundreds and hundreds of branches. So we know that what is our goal, right? Yes. From like we think that from SNGM we had a couple of centers now. From ISKCON Whitefield now we have some centers like 7 or 8 or 10. What Mahaprabhu's expectation? What Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying? Satta Satta. Are you ready? Yes, it is possible when we can make our houses as a center. Right? And this family was so inspired to see how, like, sometimes you think, oh, Prabhuji, this was happening only 500 years back. When Advaita Acharya celebrated this wonderful festival, where, whole day they used to have a Krishna Katha, and whole night they used to have a Kirtan. So, okay, we might not be able to do it, but yes, it is possible now. Because they made a center here, and it's possible. Every day morning, we'll have morning program, evening, we'll have evening program, and weekends. We can do so many things. Yes, Lord will manifest. Lord will kind of do the miracles, right? Lord's associates like Nityananda, they will do miracles. But yes, this is the prediction of Mahaprabhu, this is the prediction of our Acharyas, right? We are very fortunate to come in this line of disciplic succession of Sri Gaurnitai, Anarthita Charim, like whatever has not been given in millenniums, now they are distributing so freely. And these are the agents, right, who are distributing. They are testing it and they are selling it. And all of you are so fortunate that you are able to also release it, so that you are contributing it, you are coming it, you are enjoying it, you are distributing it. So all of you are also are the true followers of Sri Gaurnitai. So we pray as the lotus feet of Sri Gaurnitai once again. They continue to shower their choicest blessings upon all the devotees, so that they continue to release this Krishna consciousness and then share this Krishna consciousness with one and all. Sri Gaurnitai Bhagavan ki Jai! Sri Prabhupada ki Jai! Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for this wonderful, inspiring talk. So for everyone's information, as Prabhuji was mentioning, so ISKCON Whitefield has a group called Board Group. It's not just a WhatsApp group. So we have all the center heads in that group, and once in a month, we are meeting, and there's so many agendas to discuss. And it's very wonderful, to see that how Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, Yugal Kishore and other devotees who are grastas, who are working, they take out time on a weekday and they are there in the meetings, and they contribute in so many wonderful ways. And when it comes to Sudhir Gopal Prabhu, there's no question of missing any meeting. He'll be there, he'll have his inputs, and so wonderfully he'll make sure that things go nicely. So it's very nice to have all these center heads today. So let's thank His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhu by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Next, I'd like to invite His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhuji. Please. So Prabhuji is heading the ISKCON Bhakti Center. So Prabhuji is heading IBC, ISKCON Bhakti Center in the ECS layout. one thing which I always appreciate about Prabhuji is, despite his health issues, Prabhuji will have some backache issues and all that. Despite all that, he'll make sure that he is there in the center doing various services. And when it comes to his sadhana, I've personally also seen, when we board members go for a yatra for the meeting and all that, I've seen him absorbed in hearing, chanting and all that. So only when a devotee is absorbed, as Vaishnav was saying, we can distribute, or it is not possible. And therefore we see now in under Prabhuji's guidance, how the entire congregation in ACS layout is thriving, is coming up so nicely. So many programs are started in ACS layout under Prabhuji's guidance. I heard tomorrow we have an annual day of Goloka kids. So we'll surely follow the footsteps and maybe we can also start something like that in Panatur and Sarjapur. So let's welcome Prabhuji. We're loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pakshatta Desavare Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This center opening is such a pleasing to our seniors, our Honorary Acharya Srila Prabhupada, and our success is their pleasure. In 2011, just a quick flashback, when we had our first Janmashtami, rented different places for our bases, and then finally we rented one duplex house in just few meters away from our existing center. And then we got the opportunity where we had that third floor, and Harikshatra Prabhu had idea that we'll move there. And I said, Prabhu, are we sure? Just like Karthikeya Prabhu was saying, are we sure? So similarly, because the amount of rent that we were actually paying was around 15,000, and the new place, it is around 43,000, 65,000, including all those things. So almost you can imagine 4.25 times than the existing rent. And I said, Prabhu, are we sure that we'll be able to make this 65,000? And if you see, our congregation were not many, and the monthly contribution was not enough. So it may happen that we will start for whatever the reserve quota that we have, and then eventually within the 2-3 months we will finish up that, and then we will be on the road. But Harikshatra Prabhu has a different thought, and not only the thought, but the faith in the holy name, and faith in the spiritual master, and faith in our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. So why I am saying that, our endeavor is just an instrument, money is just an instrument, everything is just an instrument, nimitta matra bhavya savasachi. Lord Krishna said that, I have already killed all the people, you just become a nimitta matra. So similarly, Harikshatra Prabhu was just exhibiting that what matters is not all those things, what matters is to the genuine, very humbly surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, our dear Lord Sri Krishna. So 1969, our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, when he was opening a center in Columbus, almost 55 years ago, and Prabhupada started saying that, and you see Prabhupada's class, that the particular class that I was referring now and hearing this morning. So Prabhupada says that 1/4 of the people in this Kali Yuga are only left pious. That means 3/4 of the people are already corrupted because of the degradation of the Kali Yuga. And Prabhupada gives the solution. So Prabhupada actually talks about the problem that we all as a society, and today we all know that what kind of the problems that the society is going. And for our information, we are just 5,000 years from the 4,32,000 years of this Kali Yuga. We cannot even imagine, we cannot even estimate, and beyond our imagination, what kind of degradation will happen in the next 4,27,000 years. If you see last 10 years, in fact, one of the devotees said that what happened in British era, Muslim era, but more than that, the degradation happened in the 10 years because of the television, and then more than that, last few years because of our brain, which not only in our bedroom, but it is in our pocket, in our bedroom, it is in our bathroom, it is everywhere along with us. you can imagine the degradation happening so rapidly, and that is why Prabhupada says that 1/4 that time, 55 years ago. So I don't know what is the percentage today that Prabhupada would be imagining that. And then Prabhupada says that what we need this Krishna conscious movement, and this Krishna conscious movement can actually give all this what they needed. Prabhupada said 1944 when he started Back to Godhead magazine, he said that in this world everything is there. There is only the scarcity of Krishna consciousness, God consciousness, and all these centers what we are having one after the other under the guidance and leadership of our Prabhu, His Grace Harikshatra Prabhu, that all these centers are like the epicenter of all this movement. So today we are 17, it will become 20, 25, 30, and very soon, maybe our lifetime, may not be in lifetime, but 100 is going to happen. We are just because Lord said, and Lord's devotee said, is bound to happen. In Srila Prabhupada, once he went to the Mumbai Bhuvan's College for some talk, and Srila Prabhupada very majestic walk and having stick in his hand, and then he just pointed to the location. He said that very soon we will have a center here, and sure enough we have there Radha Gopinath Mandir today. So Prabhupada said it happened. His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj said it would happen. It would happen, there is no doubt about that. And that is the greatness of, sometimes the devotees actually take the liberty, just like Narada, when Narada give the blessing to the sons of Kubera, he did not ask Lord, will you come here? Just like in our Kali Yuga, in office, we have to take the boss. I am telling that, will you come there? But Narada did not take a permission. Before even taking the permission, he said that, my Lord, you will come and deliver both of you here. And Lord, sure enough, he was actually came and delivered both of them. So we can understand, and Prabhupada says that all we need is that this Krishna conscious movement. He said that everything is there, and then he talks about this dictaphone or microphone. He said all the technology is there. It is a helping, but what is the use of the technology when the body is not there? And then finally he says that the real technology is to understand the science of God and how to love God. So Prabhupada said that today people may know that there is a God. They may know that God is great, but they don't know how great God is. And our movement, our centers are actually becoming or will become the education center and hub where we will actually preach to the people, or we are preaching and we have been preaching and we will continue to preach our next 9,945 years, that our centers are actually epicenter of spreading the consciousness of Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. And then Prabhupada said that, and very humbly, and Prabhupada's mood, you can see that he was actually so grateful to all the people. And he said that 55 years ago, Prabhupada said that you all are all American boys and girls, you are here. This is Columbus, Ohio States. He said that I am so grateful to all of you that please continue this mission and spread the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Krishna all over. And I'm very, very grateful. So today I was just thinking that 55 years later today, we have exactly the same. We may not have our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, but his Vani is there, his presence is there, his presence through his disciples is always there with us. And that is where we can imagine that, and then what would happen, just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that, when actually we spread Krishna consciousness, we also get some commission, and the commission is that purification of our heart. And I was just imagining the great fortune of Anita Mataji and Chandrasekhar Prabhu, how much commission they are getting. And our calculations, because if it's the scientific calculator, we have 18 digits. So this 18 digit will fail before that. And we have unlimited. And I request them that please share that fortune with other people. drop. And as they said that the first floor it is Gurukula or the student school, the second floor this, third floor this, and fourth floor, and eventually the whole building becomes Krishna conscious building. So we are very grateful to Anita Mataji and Chandrasekhar Prabhu and the whole family that such a kind of sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord is very exemplary today. Very exemplary. You cannot find even people, so-called people coming in a very advanced family to sacrifice even a single money for the pleasure of Krishna. It's next. I can give my time, I can give energy, but please don't ask a single money because money is very dear to us. Just like Hanumanji opened heart and what he found was that Prabhu Ramchandraji, if you open our heart, all we have is Dabbu, Dabbu and Dabbu. So that is what is that, and they have sacrificed all those things just with the pure intention to please Srila Prabhupada and to please Lord Sri Krishna. And definitely it's wonderful. Last but not least, Minu Mataji, every time when we come, our standard is actually increasing every time. And Sudhir Gopal Prabhu and we are discussing, my God, it is looking like a Vaikuntha here. And Minu Mataji is setting the standard every time because Srila Prabhupada said every time we make double it of that. And it is very difficult to quantify this, how to make it double. But we can see definitely see and made triple of that, the last standard. So we are very grateful and thankful to Minu Mataji and congratulations to all the congregation devotees that we are here just a nimitta matra that our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. It is going to happen whether we participate or do not participate. All we have to just become a nimitta matra, and definitely 17 become 100, 100 become 1000. It's just a matter of time. And we may be here, we may not be here, but it's going to happen. Just like Prabhu Ramchandra's temple came there. Who thought in our lifetime that we will have temple there? And similarly, 100 is nothing in front of our Lord. Mama Yamse Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. He is the source of everything. That is impossible for him. There is nothing impossible. All he needed is to see that the sincerity in all of our heart. And once that sincerity actually is there, Lord can manifest unlimitedly and uncountable. So with that, congratulations to Kartikeya Prabhu and the whole team. Such a wonderful thing that Mataji was saying that these all the miracles are always there. Krishna can do miracles one after the others, but we have to have the windows to access that miracles. So devotees are there, these windows where we can actually see that miracles happening week after week, day after day, month after month. So very grateful. Thanks to all of you, and I'm very sure that our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada would be smiling very happily, and once his smile is there, our life is actually successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. That was really very inspiring. Very amazing to hear these wonderful words. Let's thank Prabhuji. We'll all be chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Unfortunately, we don't have a Vande Mata Prabhu, Ravindratai Prabhu, Subhadra going to Veni Mata Prabhu. We're missing them. So we have one last talk today. For today, we have His Grace Achyutarvind Sakha Prabhu. Sanctuary, everyone knows him. He speaks so wonderfully. His kirtans are so wonderful. I don't think anyone can match his book distribution skills. I still wonder, once he goes out on the street, even if there is no person, still will distribute 10 books. I literally saw that in front of me. And sometimes from devotees from Rajabhumi circle, they do say, Guruji, please invite me, we want to learn. Even from my wife, they were saying, please invite Achyut, we want to learn how to do book distribution. And it's so wonderful. Prabhuji is heading ISKCON Sarjapur. And also they have started the new Bhakti Center, IBC Hospital. Just time is separating, we'll be invited. So programs have started there already, and very soon, we'll be invited there for another inauguration. So it's so nice to see Prabhuji's enthusiasm. Whatever he does it very consistently. Sometimes I wonder, and many of the times, he skips his sleep also. At night, hardly he'll sleep. And he'll be always immersed in some meeting, some reading session, something. Whenever I was there, now obviously Prabhuji has shifted to the temple land, but when we were staying together, I would observe him. Something or the other he'll keep doing. This is the dedication of a missionary. We're very fortunate to have one such missionary here amongst us. So let's invite him by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And also another thing I'd like to mention is Kannamangala Circle is a tough competitor for Rajbhumi Circle. Always this is there, and always there will be a talk in Rajbhumi Circle, what is Kannamangala doing? What are the good points they are targeting? What is their level? So when are we supposed to reach and things like that? So very, very happy. When we have tough competitors, we can also grow very nicely. Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very, very happy to be here. This place is even beyond Vaikuntha. Very recently I went to Mayapur. We saw the Pujari floor. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, I know. This whole design very similar to the Pujari floor of Mayapur, right? So, very, very happy. Feeling very, very fortunate. Feeling very, very humble to be here today. This is probably, in terms of aesthetics and in terms of enthusiasm, probably one of the under ISKCON But as you know, there is always competition. Please expect something better. So, I would just like to repeat the words of the founder Acharya, just to keep us more motivated in the practice of our own Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada has made it very clear what is the necessity of such centers. By the way, it requires a lot of effort, it requires a lot of planning, sacrifice to have such kind of centers. This whole concept of Bhakti Center is a very, very unique concept, not very much seen in the other cities now, but Bangalore is really coming up with many, many Bhakti centers. So Srila Prabhupada has already predicted such centers, and he has written about the necessity of such centers very boldly. He says that by the association of the devotee, we awaken our inquisitiveness about God. Therefore, these centers are required. It is not that we are unnecessarily opening so many centers. No, it is very much required for the human society. Now listen to the vision of Prabhupada. He says, especially for this age of Kali Yuga, the process accepted by my Krishna consciousness movement is to open hundreds and thousands of Vishnu temples. So whatever we are hearing from our acharyas, the GBCs, the seniors, it is completely in line with the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. Just like we have hundreds and thousands of Domino's centers, pizza centers and mobile recharge centers. So we should have spiritual recharge centers also. I still remember, we generally whenever we go to any city, they say there's one ISKCON center, there's one ISKCON temple. But why in Bangalore we need so many ISKCON centers and temples? This was explained to me by the superiors. That the people in Bangalore are very pious, very educated, very unlike the kind of population which you find in other cities from all over India. And they're all sitting in an air-conditioned environment in front of a laptop, which seems to be more attractive than Krishna also. And they are so such people, it's very difficult for them to travel, especially the unplanned growth of Bangalore and the traffic situation. If we do not have centers at every 5 kilometers or 6 kilometers, it is going to be a tough task for people to imagine to be in Krishna consciousness. So therefore, the vision is to have every 5-6 kilometers a center where people can congregate, where people of all age groups can congregate. We have a kids room, we have a youth room, we have the congregation room, and in that way we have to progress. So I'm very, very happy that such kind of progress is happening. It is certainly bringing a smile on the face of Srila Prabhupada, and that smile is our success. Srila Prabhupada further goes on to say, now that the centers are opening up, so what is the task of each and every center? The task of every center is, Krishna consciousness movement is trying to save the people in general, the religionists and the philosophers,
and everybody else. Opening a center means to educate people in this great science. So primary role of every center is to educate people. Train them in Krishna consciousness, train them in the process of bhakti, help them to get attached to the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, read the books. This education is very, very much needed. So that is the goal of all our centers which are existing and all our centers which are about to come. And how do we do this? Srila Prabhupada has given a caution. The caution is, yeah, there was a caution, I just noted it down. Yeah. One principle must be very carefully considered before opening any temple or center. Once it is opened, it cannot be closed. That's why we have very seniors who will always ask, Prabhuji, are we sure? It's not just unnecessary question, it is the direction of Prabhupada. We cannot get into something without being sure about it. So, once a center or temple opens up, it has to be always being functional. And what is the functionality? That also Prabhupada clarifies. He says, keep them alive. Simply because we have opened a center, the business is not finished. Alive means morning class must go on, evening class must go on, there must be regular prasadam distribution and book distribution. Busy, busy, busy. That is alive. So that is the goal for all our centers. We are taking kid steps, small steps, but certainly in time to come we will all grow and mature into this format, this vision which has already been given. And then what is the takeaway for all of us from these centers? The takeaway is, wherever we are opening our branches, it is our only business that we are requesting people to chant Hare Krishna. We don't want anything else. So this is the samambhavanam of, or this is the whole tattva of opening centers. And very, very happy. I wish and I pray from the core of my heart that the vision of the acharyas, our seniors, our gurus, they all come true. Bangalore is going to be a wonderful place, is a wonderful place, and was a wonderful place also, like Prabhuji said. Our acharyas are already hailing from here. So I would like to thank again, especially also like to actually offer my humble obeisances to Anita Mataji and Chandrasekhar Prabhu for giving us such a nice place. It's not an ordinary thing. His Grace Varada Krishna Prabhu says that only someone who has a previous connection with Krishna give their place for Krishna conscious activities. So it is for sure that they have a certain connection with Krishna, otherwise this inspiration from the Paramatma will not come that we want to offer. So all glories to their sacrifice, all glories to their bliss in Krishna consciousness. So no matter how much we glorify this couple, it is less actually. Mataji was telling that I forced her to cook something. That is half the story. There is another version of that story. So she was very, very humble. I was touched by her humility. I also didn't know that she was a PhD, and she was just calling me that this tithi is there of my father. I want to sponsor. But how to sponsor? I also didn't know much those days. So I just said, Mataji, it's better you cook and drink. Just try to do something more in memory of your father. And then she cooked something. And then the later story I don't want to tell. But then we had to tell her, Mataji, you have to cook specific items only. And then after that she became very, very. She really liked to cook every now and then she was feeding the brahmacharis so much, and we, at one point in time, the situation was like we could just tell Mataji, these folks just want to eat. And then she could cook and drink. Very, very grateful. And finally, I'd like to thank Meenu Mataji also. She is putting her heart and soul along with her entire team. Yes, it's not a coincidence that she has started all this architectural, not exactly architectural, but the aesthetical beautification of our centers. It started with Karamulla, then it happened, I think, in Panapur Center, then so many other centers. I wish and I pray that she may get an eternal engagement in beautifying the centers of the Lord. One who decorates the centers of the Lord with all their heart becomes a beautiful altar of the Lord. So it's very heart-touching to see her efforts. So much thought. Every corner you see, there is a thought in everything. This should be like this, and this should appeal like that. Nothing is random here. If you have that eye to see, it's a thoughtfully designed center. The moment I entered the center, I was completely stunned. I felt the vibrations of the devotees. I felt the vibration of the place, the mode of transcendental goodness. So very, very grateful to Meenu Mataji also. And finally, I'd like to congratulate Kartikeya Prabhu, Sarvesh Prabhu, Srimati Prabhu, and all the others here, and all the other leaders for putting their heart and soul. This center is in your hands now, and it has to progress. And it fully depends on the, like Prabhuji Harikshapur says, the devotional absorption which we exhibit in our daily life, in the practice of Krishna consciousness. So I pray that this place may become a hub of chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I pray that this place may become a hub of distribution of prasadam. I pray that this place may become a hub of distribution of the holy name through Harinams and Kirtans. And I pray that this place may always be running short of books, so that all the books may be constantly getting distributed. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much for reminding us the various instructions of Srila Prabhupada and for a wonderful talk. Let's thank Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Just 5 more minutes and the altar will open. So it's very nice to hear the kind appreciation and kind words from all the center heads. But one thing is there, that this entire center is running because of various pillars. Yes, the living pillars who are there in this place. All the Bhakta Vriksha leaders, the sector servants, I request all of them to please come, so that all the devotees present from other centers also can see them. So can we have Sabarish Prabhu, Rashmi Mataji, Sadhu Sena Prabhu, Ati Sundari Mataji, Dayalu Prabhu, Paramakanti Mataji, and Kunal Prabhu, Deepti Mataji, Nirin Prabhu, Shruti Mataji, Vasudev Prabhu, and his good wife. And I would request I would request Harikshapur Prabhu, Sudhir Prabhu and Nigam Bishop Prabhu to please garland the Prabhujis here. Let's pray for him by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One thing is there that without this team, we cannot do anything. Many of the times I have been given the credit, but to be frank, I'm just for the name's sake. On the ground, they are the people. They are the ones who are on the ground doing so many different activities. And I'm really very proud to have this wonderful team. They're very fired up all the time. They're very committed for any services that comes up, and they're very mature to deal with various problems that their members face. At the same time, their intensity of devotional service I'm able to see in their members. their members are imbibing their mood, and that's how this entire Sarjapur Center is growing now. So I started giving this Gita course sessions. Prabhuji instructed me that start in Panatur. Then we had in Panatur, then Bhagwan started there, he started giving. Then I came to Sarjapur. There we had one Gita course session. And then I decided, we should go somewhere else. And Prabhuji gave me a service again. You come to Ajamandanamli and start Gita course. Here is a question mark, who will take? And we have Saburish Prabhu, who did a wonderful Gita course. And by his wonderful effort, along with all the leaders, now we have 5 new Bhakti Vrikshas. One is brand new by Viren Prabhu and Shruti Mataji, and other 4, we have the devotees are added. And we also have Vasudev Prabhu, who is taking Hindi Gita course, and that is going on here. So for the first time, in Rajbhumi circle, we have something in Hindi, and Prabhuji is leading that. So in this way, we have this entire team. Mamta Mataji is missing. Mamta Mataji, please. So she is our kids program in charge, and very wonderfully, tirelessly, she is leading that. So Rajbhumi circle consists of 2 centers, Panatur and Sarjapur. And in Panatur, Srinidhi Gaurari Prabhu assists me. And here in Sarjapur, the entire team led by Saburish Prabhu and Rashmi Mataji, they are assisting me here. So the entire sector here in Sarjapur is divided into 2 sectors, one led by Saburish Prabhu and one led by Sadhu Sendra Prabhu. So that's how the entire place is functional. And many of the time it happens that there is some service given and I tell them, call your members also and do the service. And finally I'll see this team only. full enthusiasm ke saath they'll be doing it. And all the devotees who are under them, I congratulate all of you. You all are very, very fortunate to have such wonderful, mature, intense devotees to guide you all. So congratulations to all of you. So let's once again pray for them that they continue doing their services. So they were telling that the devotees were saying they're giving center to my hand and I give it to them. And they're going to take care every evening, doing various services, weekends, we have services, and they all will be leading that. Let's pray to Gandharvi Kagiri Sriman Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, the entire Parampara, that they empower this entire team so that the center keeps growing and growing and growing. Let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Once again, I'd like to thank all the devotees who are assembled here. So from various centers, IBC, ACS, Panatur, Kannamangala. We also have the entire IVAL team here, the leaders of IVAL team. Thank you very much for being here. And all the brahmacharis are present of ISKCON Whitefield. We are 14 in number and I see all 14 are here. Thank you very much once again. Now let's take the blessings of the Lordships. They are ready. Today we have offered more than 100 bhogas to the Lord for their pleasure. Can we open the altar now? Yes. Please blow the conch and I request the center heads to please come forward with the Pushpa Abhishek. Shri Shri Gandharvi Kagiri Sriman Mahadev ki Lakshmi Narsimhadev Anantadev ki Panch Tattva ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Prabhupada ki. So these beautiful Gaur Nitai deities are our community deities. So we'll be doing Pushpa Abhishek to them. And we have His Grace Shuddha Nitai Prabhu will be leading another Pushpa Abhishek. So we'll be singing Brahma Samhita. So you all can open in your phones and we'll start with Pushpa Abhishek.
मॉर्निंग कब बजा सामने थोड़ा
ददामि तटे च तस्य देवी महेशहरिधामसुरेषु तेषु एते प्रभावनिचया विहिताश्रयेण गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेखा छायेव यस्य भुवनानि विवर्त्य दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च देशदेशा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रियं यथा दधिविकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते न हि तदमृतकस्तिरेको यस्सम्भुतामपि तथा संवैदिकाय गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिरेव निरशान्तरमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विवृतरेणु समानधर्मा यस्यात्मदेव निजविष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्कारणा पठति स्म योगा निद्रामनन्तजगदण्डसरोमभूता आधारशक्तिमवलम्ब्य परं स्वरूपिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्यैकविश्वसिकतालमतावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमतिलता जगदन्दनाथा विश्वो महान् सैयस्य तदाभिषेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि आस्वादितास्मसकलेषु निजेषु तेजा श्रीयन्ति यत्प्रकटयत्यपितत्वदत्ता ब्रह्मायणेश जगदण्डविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्यालपल्लवयुगं विविधाय कुम्भा वन्दे प्रणामसमये सगणाधिराजा विघ्नाभिहन्तमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि अग्ने मणिकरणमङ्गुमरुद्विषस्य पादस्तभात्ममनसीति जगत्त्रयाणि यस्मात् भवन्ति विभवन्ति विशन्ति यञ्च गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यच्चक्षुरेश सविता सकलग्रहाण राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिरशेषतेजा यस्याज्ञया प्रमथिसंवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि परमोदपापनिजयश्रुतयस्तवांसि ब्रह्मादिकीटपटकावदयश्च जीवा यद्भक्तमात्रविभवप्रकटप्रभावा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्योजगोपतवेन्द्रमहोस्वकर्मा स्पन्दानुरूपफलभाजनमातनोति कर्माणि निर्वहति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यन्नोररामसहजप्रयादिभीति वात्सल्यमोहगुरुगौरवसेव्यभावै सचिन्यसत्यसहृषिमामुरेते गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि श्रेयाकान्ता परमपुरुषकल्पतरो ध्रुवा भूमिश्चिन्तामणिगणमयी तोयममृतम् कथागानं नाट्यं गमनमपि संश्रीयसखी शिवानन्दं ज्योति परमपि तदा स्वाम्यमपि च सर्वत्र श्रियामि भवति सुरभिर्यशुभा इमे साधाभ्यो वा प्रयति अनन्यतापि समयः भवे श्रेष्ठं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Rama